morning, fourth graders. Today in social studies, we are learning about the third branch of government that we haven't yet talked about. So last week we did the legislative branch. That included the House of Representatives and the Senate. The week before that, we did the executive branch. So that was the president, the vice president, and their cabinet. The cabinet are the people who inform them and help them make decisions. And this week we're learning about the judicial branch. And the judicial branch has to do with the court system. So this week you have an article to read, and then today you have an article to read and you have 1 page of questions to answer. You are welcome to read the article on your own, or if you want to listen along, I will read it out loud and you can follow along with me. Supreme decision, reigning supreme. Our nation's highest court, the Supreme Court, is part of the judicial branch of our government. The Supreme Court is composed of 9 judges, or justices. Being a Supreme Court justice is a serious responsibility. It is not a job just anyone can fill out an application for. In fact, in order to be a Supreme Court justice, you must be appointed by the President of the United States. If you are appointed by the President, it is a lifetime appointment. You will serve as a justice until you retire or die. The caption next to the picture at the top says, "The Supreme Court building in Washington, D.C. was first occupied by the nation's High Court in 1935. The caption next to the picture in the middle of the page says, "The United States Supreme Court has 9 justices who have been appointed by the President." And that's final. The Supreme Court gets to decide which cases it will take. Most of the cases the Supreme Court hears are to decide whether or not something is in line with our Constitution. Judicial review is what we call this process. Once the court makes a decision, it is final. It cannot be undone unless the court itself decides to overturn their decision. Legal precedent. The decisions the Supreme Court makes are so important because they affect so many people. Supreme Court decisions set what is called a precedent. That means if similar situations arise in the future, the court does not need to hear further arguments. The decisions have been made. The precedent has been set. Ultimately, the Supreme Court must decide if laws or decisions are constitutional. If the court feels a law is unconstitutional, it has the power to strike down that law. And the bottom picture says John Roberts, Chief Justice of the United States. The Supreme Court has 1 Chief Justice and 8 Associate Justices. All right, so use the information from this article today to help you answer the questions on the next page. Good luck, and I hope you have a great day.